I hope that everybody who comes today will leave with one or two ideas that will help to make their life happier and, above everything else, their business to be more successful. And I'm sure I'm going to do that. You're away from your office.
Вы не в офисе находитесь. Вы не на рабочем месте. Возможно, вы не видите своего начальника, и это хорошо.
The right attitude. Customer that's going to think you're great, you're wonderful, you're marvelous. The biggest challenge right now is to stop being in the position of what a lot of businesses are doing, and that is not doing anything, and start to reinvest, train their people, set some goals, and be ambitious and go for it.
So we've always got to be getting new business, new business, new business. And in order to do that, that means we've got to be able to operate with selling techniques that are right for 2015. Selling techniques that started or were right when I first started involved in selling are not so effective today. There are certain principles that are exactly the same, but there are certain techniques that are completely out of date and wrong. So we want to be up to stream with the right techniques.
And if you're looking and seeing right now as to how you're going to grow your business, the single biggest opportunity is what is up there on the screen, and that is through customer care. If you can give an outstanding service, you will take market share.
He really made it engaging and interesting, and I'll be integrating a lot of that into what we do as well.
And a lot of what he said actually resonates with the way more businesses are having to maintain and keep their customers.
I've been doing a lot of seminars recently, and before the World Cup started. I won't be long on football for those who can't stand it, but I'll just quickly mention it. But people are saying to me, well, Richard, who's going to win the World Cup? I say, I'll tell you who'll win the World Cup. You want to know? It'll be the team with the greatest attitude. It will not be the team with the greatest skill talent. And when we went on to see, for those who recall, we saw our English team, and sadly when I saw the English team walk out at the very beginning, I had to say, not a hope in hell will that team will. We got some great talent there, but we hadn't got a good attitude, and the motivation was utterly and completely lacking, very, very sadly. So what is the magic word, ladies and gentlemen? Free, absolutely, in advertising. And what is the second most powerful advertising word that one can use? The word that somehow attracts the eye when it's written on a page of advertising. Anybody get it? Give in? Do you give in? Sex. Put the two together, you've got a powerful ad. But not many of us can use that in our own business activities.
Asking the right questions, ladies and gentlemen. It's not telling. That's out of date. That's old-fashioned selling. Find a customer, I'll tell them. When I first learned about selling, we had to learn a thing called a sales spiel. And you learned this by heart. You found a customer, and you pressed a button almost, and out it came. All the customer think, oh, here comes the sales spiel. It's all changed.
The three greatest motivators for the average human brain, which is you and I, the three greatest motivators are, number one, to do the thing we enjoy doing for the sheer pleasure of doing it. In other words, to be happy at our job, to enjoy what we do. It's the greatest motivator for our brain. Recognition is the second greatest motivator, and money is the third, fascinatingly. Money is only ever the biggest motivator to the brain when there's not sufficient coming in. There's not enough money to pay the rent or pay the mortgage or put food on the table. For all of us, it's the most important, it's the biggest motivator. But if we've got enough money for that, those other two are much more important.